Hello there. Get the chat up. Who we got in at the moment? We got Julian. We got DB in. We got Retro Lad in here. What's going on? Julie's still chilling here. What's going on, Julie? Tyler, I'll put shelves here. Yeah, what I saw those. What did you get? Two of them? Two of them, I think. I saw. Probably feeling a bit sunburnt. Bit red there. Did going to get a smaller one tomorrow? Oh my god. So what are we? What's the storage looking like now, Julie? What's the storage looking like now? Oh, the ones with like the LEDs and that looks so cool. No, not lit, but thought about getting some mounted lights. Yeah, if you get some like backing light, how would you do it? Would you just put them like above them at the back? They look so nice. They look so nice. I have everything on shelves, but I have a big box of various coming this week. What do you got? Like books, Funkos. You got any more getting signed in the future? Funkos and a Darth Maul bag and some Funko Force clones. Those what are they? Lounge fly bags. You have how many do you have now? They look sick. Some of the designs on them are unreal. I reckon. So yeah, I was rewatching the latest episode of Bad Batch, so we're gonna break it down, and then we probably do the Acolyte trailer again as well. Actually, probably do the Acolyte trailer again as well. I have 200,000 ready with a million more well on the way. That's nuts. Are they just all like the first 6 movies, or is there a Clone Wars one as well? I'm incredibly sunburnt. Probably, no, you definitely can't see it. incredibly sunburnt. Put sunscreen on, kids. There are several Clone Wars ones. How many Loungefly bags are there? Is there like an is there heaps or is there a collectible amount? It is very red. It is very red. It is very red. It wasn't super hot yesterday, but I think it was the wind. I got like windburn, I reckon. Oh, yeah, no, I'm very burnt. I'm very burnt. The face isn't the worst part, actually. It's the shoulders. The shoulders. They're the most red. I'm just on the Loungefly website at the moment. And they do like they're not just the little ones. Like they do wallets. They do everything. Yeah, no, I thought they just did like sort of that collection of bags. They do collars. Oh my god. Yeah, wow. Okay, they do a lot. Oh, they've got like a zip around wallet from the Commander Cody getting told to execute Order 66. That looks cool. That looks cool. Oh, the Attack of the Clones looks sick. I see the Phantom Menace one here that you've got, I think. Empire Strikes Back. That's cool. I've got a High Republic one. What else have they got? They've got a few High Republic ones. Darth Maul. When does the saber come out, Julie? Because you're going to get it, aren't you? Lots of different types. 25th anniversary of Phantom Menace 3 coming. They have a men's line coming out too. Sweet. Sweet. Alright, so what I'm going to do today, I reckon, I'm going to drag us over here to another monitor. May the 4th is the day. Very nice. Very nice. So basically, what we're going to do is we're just going to... I've taken some screenshots and stuff. We're just going to sort of break down the episode, talk about it, what different things could mean, and I suppose how much of a cliffhanger was it at the end? Because I know there was some guesses, but there's a little tell there that sort of confirms who it is. I think, at least. Otherwise, it'd be very random if it wasn't. So, now let's set this up, and then we are going to present. Share screen. There we go, and that's how we're doing it. So obviously, this is the start of it. This is where Hunter and all that are gonna tell at the end, or tell at the bar scene. A tell at the end. A tell at the end. Sort of gives away, or pretty well confirms who Fennec Shan's talking to at the end. So yeah, obviously, like, this is the start of the episode. This is where Hunter's wanting to find out more about Hemlock and his M-count experiments, what they mean. It's interesting they haven't actually said the word midichlorian yet. They've just been saying M-count. They might not even know what a midichlorian is. They might only know it by M-count. We have to play some Battlefront 2 2017 on PS5 and Classic Collection online is fixed. Glad they addressed it needs fixing. Yeah, they've addressed it, so hopefully they can execute now. Execute Order 66. Good job, I'm updated on the Bad Batch. Awesome, dude. Awesome. So yeah, that's basically the start. They're wanting to find out what's going on, and so that's obviously the premise of this episode. That's what they're going to embark on. Then you get Fee here. They go on board the ship, contact Fee because Fee's been asking around. Obviously, they've already asked her, so they've been asked. She's been asking around about the M-Count experiment. And the Empire's been employing certain Class 1 bounty hunters to retrieve M-Count targets. I was never aware. So bounty hunters are sorted into classes, apparently. So obviously, class 1 would be like your best of your best. So that's probably a lot of those, like everyone that would have been on the deck when Vader was wanting Solo. So like your Boba Fett's, your Forlom, your Bosks, your IG droid, Dengar. They're your class 1. They're your class 1s, I believe. I just want to Google bounty hunter class 1, see if anything comes up. So yeah, I think that's the first time we've ever heard of bounty hunters being sorted into classes. Sin is in the building. What is going on? Julie, what's going on, Sin? 501 finale. I know, dude. I know. I think I mentioned in my last that date could be quite ominous. Rex will save Omega from Vader. That would be insane if Rex got to see him one more time. Bad Batch will die. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting because I genuinely don't know what they're going to do. It's going to be very interesting. I want to be the no-class bounty hunter. I want to be the no-class bounty hunter. I think they all will die except Rex and the 2 clones. So yeah, because in Rebels it's Rex, Gregor, and Wolf. No-class bounty hunters means they'll do anything for a buck. I mean, that all bounty hunter. Crosshair and Wrecker will do something heroic and selfless and save the others. That's the only thing, though, because if they don't die, like, where do they go? Maybe they do just get to live happily ever after on Pabu. The Acolyte, every Jedi has to die or turn to the dark side because they'll retcon episode 1 what the council discussed. Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely. We'll get into that a bit later as well because I'll watch the Acolyte trailer and we can break it down together. I've already done my initial reaction to it. If they knocked off the Bad Batch, think the fandom would lose it. Maybe. Oh yeah, probably because they're attached to the characters. But in terms of storyline, it fits. It fits. Sorry, let me spell that in the Hannah accent. Wrecker and Hunter and Omega. And then you got AZ and Batcher. And then so after the call with Fee stops, Hunter tells Omega and Crosshair to stay on Pabu. And whilst him and Rekka go looking for Fennec Shan because they need to make contact with a bounty hunter now. They need to make contact with a bounty hunter again. Crosshair might sacrifice himself for a Meg. Hey, that's very possible. Say Batcher again. Batcher. Well, Australians are the closest to a New Zealander you're going to get. Crosshair suffering with stress or PTSD? Probably both. It'd be both. It'd be both. It'd be both. And that's sort of like what we'll get to in a bit here, but you can see like Omega sort of plays that big sister role. Tries to, guide him that it's not just a physical thing, it could be up here as well. And so this is obviously where they go to that space, that that bar that's in space. Rodian here. So obviously, Hunter and Rekka track her down, find her, ask for information. And so the offer she gives them is they have to work for her because obviously she pretty well calls them broke. So they have to go work for her. She's going to take all the money, and they have to track down this target that has been quite hard to. It's been quite elusive. Being obviously she's already had a crack at it. Wasn't able to secure the goods. Every other bounty hunter that's gone after him has disappeared. He's dead. So now she can use that Hunter and Rekka's experience. That's the offer. But the funny thing, she's dealing with this Rhodey, and then she sees like these two come up. Doesn't want anything to do with them initially. She does remember who they are, and but when the offer of money is on the table, it's too good to refuse. So she kicks the Rhodian out, and Hunter and Rekka become priority. And so then we're back on Pabu here. I love how Batcher's just always in the background. He's just chilling with them. He looks quite angry here, actually. But AZ is, examining Crosshair's hand. You see him scanning it. I'm not sure if it looks like he's probably done some treatment already and maybe scanning it to see if there's any visible signs of improvement. Because then he asks Crosshair if his hand feels better, and he's like, no, feels the same. And so, AZ sort of warns him that, your hand may never heal 100%. And Crosshair doesn't really want to open up what was happening to him on Tantus by the sounds of it, because AZ is asking him, if you can tell me what happened, it might help me treat you a bit easier. But he doesn't want to open up about it, so he does suggest, though, that it might not be all physical, it could be mental, upstairs here. And then asks him to open up about it, and Crosshair just like lashes out, pushes him to the side, and walks off. So that's probably a big sign of PTSD right there. Whatever happened to him on Tantus was obviously not very nice. It's impacting his hand right there. Fiend Wolf was amazing. Absolutely. Can't wait to see the scenario that brings him and Rex together. You can probably already see the gears turning in his head from last episode. What they're doing at the moment is probably not the right thing. Ciao. Wolf is a marked man or clone. Fennec will follow through on her deal. She contacted the person, and she said, but she will also collect the bounty on them. Lol, she didn't lie exactly, but she's going to get paid both ways. Yeah, well, she does mention, we'll get to it, but she does mention at the end, I'm sure you can track them down. So yeah, maybe, yeah, either a mysterious person is going to track them down herself or that themselves and give the information directly, or yeah, I don't know if Fennec was burning them there or not, but yeah, the wording was interesting. It could be taken a couple different ways. Crosshair could live and look after Omega with the Bad Batch dying. Could, but I'd want to see the story continue. At the moment, it's more Omega looking after him. Story would have to get continued, or you'd have to feel like that sort of. You'd want a nice conclusion there. You'd want a nice conclusion, something sort of final bit. Obviously, there's still like 17 or so years until A New Hope, and like 22 years until the Empire actually goes down. And so this is obviously on board Fennec's ship, just as they're about to land on the planet. She's showing them the hologram of what's his name? Silas Saris, also known as the Slayer of Ordo Eri. No idea who that is. What is Ordo Eri? I'm just gonna Google it, see if anything comes up. But what is Ordo Eri? I don't know who it is. Oh, it was a asteroid space station that served as the stronghold of the Haxian brood. Very interesting. Very interesting. Oh, so Ordo Area was the planet in Fallen Order where, you know, when you get captured by the Haxian brood dude, and then you wake up and you don't have your saber and you don't have BD and you got to go find everything. That was Ordo Eri. Wow. Okay. Well then, that is a revelation. So Ordo Area was the planet where you wake up on Fallen Order. Yeah, right. Okay. Well, there you go. That's sort of like a full circle moment, because obviously the Haxian Brood is just a reference to our Fallen Order. But Ordo Eri, the Slayer of Ordo Eri, though, why is he the Slayer of it? Did he just destroy the whole thing? I thought that's what, or did we just sort of like destroy the arena at the end of that mission on Fallen Order? But I thought, yeah, once we get in the Mantis, we sort of destroy it. Hmm. Maybe Ordo Area was also a person. They've named that after him. Why does Hunter look like Rambo? I think that's just the sort of look they were going for there. Yeah, right. Okay, yeah, no. So it's a planet. I don't know if it was named after someone, and that's why he's the Slayer of Ordo Eri, or not, but there you go. But yeah, obviously, he's wanted because he took out a couple top bosses for the Haxian Brood, but then he took the money. So he got a bit greedy, took the money, so people obviously want him. Haxian Brood's obviously a callback to Fallen Order, which is pretty cool. And Fallen Order's only like 2-3 years after this. So yeah, Ordo Eri's still around as in the planet. Yeah, so Fallen Order's like 2-3 years after this. Yeah, so obviously after this they land on the planet. Fennec borrows a boat. And Hunter is the what do they call him? The tracker man. She don't even know who Wrecker's name is, what Wrecker's name is. And then they locate like a bunch of landmines. So Hunter has to, or Hunter and Wrecker have to go in and try and disarm him. Then those, they would be alligators or crocodiles. Those things, come after them. Timothy is in the building. What's going on, Tim? What's going on? Just breaking down the latest Bad Batch episode. And then we'll go and I'll break down the Acolyte trailer again. Yeah, but no, we're just chilling, having some good chats. Retro Lad, we should see more Star Wars Outlaws in the summer. Oh, our seasons are opposite, aren't they? Yeah, so so your summer's my winter. It is the one and only Timothy. And so yeah, obviously this is a scene where Crosshair's still trying to find his shot, I suppose. And he's missing shots. Omega's, trying to keep his spirits up, saying that's still better than most, but I'm sure like a lot of us, he's a perfectionist, won't tolerate that. So he's saying, that's still not good enough for a sniper, that sort of thing. So yeah, she's basically, playing big sister to him at this point. And sort of tries to convince him to trust her in helping his hand heal. I think there was a line there where he's like trying to guess what it's gonna be. He's like, I'm not gonna like it, am I? She's like, yeah, you don't like anything. He sort of just sighs. He's like, true. Christmas in the summer must be strange. Well, not for me, because that's obviously what I grew up with. Christmas in winter was weird, because I went to America, not for Christmas just gone, but Christmas before that. Christmas in winter was weird. Weird how I didn't hear the Imperial March from Was Omega born before the Bad Batch or Boba Fett? She's older than him. She's technically older than him, I think. I'm pretty sure she's actually older than him. Yeah, no, she's older than him. Yeah, because her DNA wasn't altered. So yeah, no, she's yeah, I'm not sure about Boba, but yeah, we know she's older than the Bad Batch. Jesse watched Dune, bro. Dune 2 is a masterpiece. I haven't watched the first one. I've seen the second one. I've seen the second one in the cinemas. But I haven't seen the first one. Going into Dune 2 without having seen the first, I could sort of put the pieces together though, so it wasn't like I was completely out of the loop. Obviously, so after they get away from the river monsters and all that, they find Silas' hideout. Hunter's the first one to go in there, and he can sort of sense him because he's hiding up on the roof. And he basically they see the shots coming because he beats the crap out of Hunter first, but Wrecker's on sort of lookout. Sees the shots getting fired, so he runs to his location. Sila beats the crap out of him as well. Then he goes underground, and he comes out to where his boat is, but Fennec's cut the power to it, and so she gets a shot off with a stun bullet at him. He's a strong dude. He's a strong dude. I was looking at his profile before. He's over 2 meters tall. So it takes a few of the after they set their blasters to stun, it takes a few of the stun bullets to actually knock him out. Be like trying to tranquilize a rhino or a big elephant or something. So yeah, he starts. He knocks Fennec out, starts running towards her boat, and then Wrecker like spear tackles him pretty well. Yeah, so Wrecker spear tackles him, and then they sort of form a triangle around him and just get shots off. Yeah, and that's pretty all it. So that's Sila done. But then we get this beautiful shot. Sin's just going to rustle up some dinner. He'll be back. We get this beautiful shot. I love how Batcher is always just chilling here, doing his thing. So yeah, this is where this is the healing that Omega asks Crosshair to trust her on. So obviously they're doing some meditation, and Omega tells him it won't only heal his hands, it'll heal his mind as well. Obviously he's been through some stuff on Tantus, and since he joined the Empire, you know, leaving his brothers, that sort of thing. The cool part was like, because Crosshair asks her, you know, like, where'd you learn this? And Omega tells him, so it's season 2. It must have been the episode where they were chilling on Kashyyyk. Like, they bring Gungi back, then they got to destroy all the Trandoshans. While she was on Kashyyyk with Gungi, they taught her meditation, which I think is so cool. I think that's just so cool. Imagine her with Gungi and all these other Wookiees just meditating. That's insane. And yeah, this is like an unreal shot. This is unreal. Then I actually don't think I've got the screenshot here, but at the end, Fennec obviously drops Hunter and Wrecker off, tells them she'll get the information for them, and then Hunter's like, you know, that's not part of our deal, and she's like, you can either fight me now or you can, you know, get this information later. So he goes with the brain over the heart option. And yeah, once she's on board and flying off, she calls someone, and the response to what she's saying sounds very droid-like. Like, I was trying to listen, see if there was anything I could pick up, but it sounds very like she might be talking in like code. Whoever Fennec's talking to is like she's replying in code or yeah, something. But she's obviously the respondent's not talking in English, and there was a few people that said, you know, it could be Cad. What's everyone's theories? Could be Cad Bane, could be Asajj Ventress. Those have been the main two, because obviously that's who we see in the trailers. But yeah, if you listen to the music, it gives away exactly who it is. As soon as I heard the music, I was like, that's so familiar. And then I went and listened to a couple, and yeah, it gives it away. It gives it away. Omega going to train as a Jedi with an M count. Well, that's the thing. We don't know if she's got an M count necessarily, or her blood's just compatible with an M count. Well, you better start claiming your money, dude, because Ventress's theme was what played. If you want to verify that for yourself, go back and just watch that final scene with Fennec. Listen to the music, and then yeah, go on YouTube and search up Ventress's theme, because that was Ventress's theme. 125 million %. That was Ventress's theme, 100%. So, yeah, because what we're already. When do we? Yeah, I just want to look up the Bad Batch. We need a clone of Luke from the EU. Do I want that though? Do I want that? Maybe actually no. Make sequel trilogy Luke the clone, and OG Luke is still somewhere being the Luke we know. When's the next 2-episode release for Bad Batch? This website doesn't like dark mode. This one? This one likes it. So let's see, we had Bad Territory. So next week is the Harbinger. And then the week after that, we get a 2-episode. So a Harbinger is a person or thing that announces or signals the approach of another. A person who goes ahead and makes known the approach of another. I reckon Cad Bane just rocks up and says, "Sup, Sarge Ventress is on her way." What could that mean? Who's going to signal the announcement of someone else? Wonder what Maul is doing right now. Losing his mind on Malachor. I'm not really sure what Maul's getting up to at the moment in this sort of, because there's obviously, like, after we see him escape during Order 66, we don't see him again for another, like 17 years or something. 17, 18 years. Oh, no, it'd be like 16 years, yeah. 16, 17 years. 16. We'll go 16. Yeah, we don't see him for another 16 years. So, and also, yeah, 16 years go from that Maul to the one that's absolutely lost his mind and just wandering around on Malachor. Still can beat the absolute crap out of Inquisitors and stuff, though, obviously. Vader versus Maul would have been insane in Rebels. There is a I think is it one of the Dark Horse comics? There is a story. It would have been cool, obviously, in Rebels. There is a story where they did battle. Is it one of those Dark Horse comics? Where was... So it was... It's an EU story from Star Wars Tales 9. Which, yeah, Star Wars Tales was one of the Dark Horse ones. Published in 2001. But yeah, basically, I'm trying to remember the story off the top of my head, but basically, Vader... Actually, let's just read this real quick. So yeah, Maul was resurrected through like Sith alchemy, Sith dark magic. The fight was orchestrated by a dark side cult called the Prophets of the Dark Side, who wanted Vader killed and replaced with Maul as Darth Sidious's only true apprentice because they felt the former was tainted by his Jedi past and not worthy of being a Sith. So it takes place in the EU in 0 BBY, so like at the time of A New Hope pretty well. After the Rebel Alliance managed to obtain the schematics of the Death Star, the Sith Lord Vader was commanded by Sidious to retrieve the information. Vader received word of a possible rebel courier en route to Calicar 6, a volcanic moon once controlled by the Sith. Upon arrival, however, Vader found that there was no rebel presence on the moon, as his stormtrooper escorts were quickly killed by a mysterious assassin wielding a red lightsaber. Vader soon entered a hollowed-out volcano where he was confronted by a cult of Darksiders who revealed their name to to be the prophets of the dark side and that they lured him to the moon. They claimed that his past as a Jedi had left him tainted and he was unworthy of being Darth Sidious's apprentice. The cultists then revealed that they had resurrected Sidious's first apprentice, Darth Maul, in order to replace Vader. The two Sith Lords engaged in a lightsaber duel, going through the volcano and onto a bridge situated over a river of lava, so very Mustafar-like, which collapsed, though they both survived and continued their battle. Vader soon managed to slice Maul's double-bladed lightsaber in two, like Obi-Wan did, but both sides remained intact, not like Obi-Wan. Maul then slashed Vader's mask, causing him to fall to the ground, but as he was preparing to deliver the killing blow, Vader used the Force to grab his lightsaber, and yeah. So this is the cool part. This is the main part I remember. So yeah, as Maul's about to kill him, Vader summons his saber and puts it through himself because Maul's behind him. He puts his saber through himself, which obviously goes through Maul. It kills Maul, doesn't kill Vader, and Maul's just like baffled. And so, like, yeah, with his dying words, Maul's like, what could you hate so much that it's enough to kill me? And Vader's answer was myself. So it's pretty nuts. It's pretty nuts. It's pretty nuts. It's pretty nuts. But yeah, Vader was cold. Vader was cold. So yeah, next week is the Harbinger in 3 days. Then the week after that, we get 2 episodes, which is Identity Crisis and Point of No Return, which just those episode titles, very intrigued. Then we've still got a little while. We've still got a little while left because it's May 1st. We've still got a little while left. Identity Crisis, Point of No Return. I'm guessing Point of No Return could be the start of where they go back to Tantus, maybe. Whether it's the planning stage or they actually get into Tantus and it's like, okay, this is the Point of No Return. Could also be something completely different. I'm just way off, so we'll find out. We'll find out. We'll find out. But what have we been live for? 40 minutes? 45 minutes? What we will do though is we will break down this this Acolyte trailer together. Search it up. $8.6 million views. It's nuts. On trending still, 4 days after it was uploaded. Almost 8.7 million views. That is nuts. We'll present. Here we go. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. All right, let's break down this trailer. Obviously, all you guys have seen it already. At least I would assume you have. I will turn off the music as well. We'll listen to it.
Close your eyes. Your eyes can deceive you. We must not trust them. Tell me what comes into your mind.
Life. Balance. I see fire.
That that bit there sort of reminds me of when Ray's on Arcto and Luke's got her there trying to sense the Force, and she's you know telling Luke what she's feeling. Sorry, and she's saying all the light side stuff, and then she's saying how she feels the opposite, and that's why I'm like, maybe
Tell me what comes into your mind.
Life. Balance. I see fire.
could that be her? Are they gonna make? Is that gonna be like a throwback scene maybe?
Life.
And the girl that says fire is gonna be this
Balance.
May, possibly?
I see fire.
Is that what they're gonna do, you reckon? They're gonna make the one that said fire and she's gonna end up being May, possibly? Bit like what they did in Kenobi, with showing like Raver as a kid in the Order 66 flashback scene.
Someone is killing.
This reminds me so much of Jabba's palace. I know it's not Jabba's palace, but it reminds me so much of Jabba's palace. I love how in that scene as well, Carrie Moss does not pull out her saber.
Someone is killing Jedi. It doesn't make sense. Someone is killing Jedi. Jedi.
It just reminds me so much of Jabba's palace.
It doesn't make sense.
The Wookiee Jedi's sick. Would it be Plo Koon? Would it be Plo Koon? Yes, I have heard that, Julie. So I wonder if maybe that's the twin at the temple, like the light side twin, or if both of them are at the temple at that point, and the one that said fire is the one that ends up being May, or not, or it could be completely off base. But I'm just wondering in that, because I've done it before with the Reaver, just like the little look at them when they're in the temple to now. But no, I have heard that, Julie. I have heard that. Because the rumor does say though that they only took one of the twins though. Yeah. Normally those leaks are pretty accurate. Normally they are. It'd just be interesting if it was the light side twin that said fire. Don't know. We'll see. Could be completely off, but yeah, we'll see. The Wookiee Jedi is sick. I believe it's the same guy. How do you say his name? Spelled like Jude Simona or something. Um, Obviously, same dude that played Chewbacca in the sequels after Peter Mayhew stopped. Um, but yeah, I believe he's doing like sort of most of the live action Wookiees now.
What happened?
I sensed darkness.
I know she's in High Republic. I can't remember her name, but I know I've been told she's in the High Republic novels. Wookiee Jedi is just so cool. I love it, man.
This isn't about good or bad. This is about power and who is allowed to use it.
This reminds me of Arcto so much. Is that going to be the convict they were talking to before? Yeah, where they were talking to the convict there. Is that the convict up there? Oh,
What is that?
and here we get a saber. As the of course. Oh, this scene is epic, by the way. This scene is insane. Yellow sabers, blue sabers, green sabers, and then they just get they just get the crap knocked out of them. And yeah, it's already been said it's gonna be multi-series as well, or multi-seasonal. So that's big thumbs up. Big thumbs up for that. Kind of dig that wind blowing all the Jedi away. It was it's it. I saw the leaked trailer from Star Wars Celebration last year. Um, and I did see a scene where a bunch of them ignite their sabers, but it didn't look like here. It looked like they're inside a cave or something. We absolutely can. We absolutely can. Can we go back to what Retro Lad said? Why do all the Jedi have to die? All the Jedi have to die that are in this because of that one line in the Phantom Menace, when Qui-Gon saying, "I believe he was a Sith Lord," and Ki-Adi-Mundi's like, "Impossible. Sith have been extinct for a millennia." Um, so obviously, none of the Jedi on that council would know that there was ever a Sith around. Like that, they're meant to have been extinct for 1,000 years, and this is only 100 years prior to the Phantom Menace. So the only way that they wouldn't die is if they survive and just don't tell the council that there's these Sith assassins and all that running around, which would be insane. So obviously, like, yeah, that they just yeah, that's why, because that one line. It's like that one line, "Revenge of the Sith," um, between Anakin and General Grievous, how they've never met before. You're shorter than I expected. So throughout the whole Clone Wars series, Grievous and Anakin could never meet. Because of one throwaway line, which is what's gonna have to happen here. Yeah, we can't really glean much from the trailers due to careful editing. There's a ton of misdirection. 100%. If you yeah, it's like, you watch a series and then you go back and watch the trailer, and it's like, you're putting it all together then. But yeah, no, 100%. There's only like a small bit, and I wouldn't be surprised if is what it's a 2-episode premiere. I wouldn't be surprised if like 80%, 90% of that trailer is in the first 2 episodes. They normally get most of the early content out of it. I think like the only from the Bad Batch trailer, I think the only couple um scenes we haven't seen yet are like Cad Bane and Sarge. We've seen pretty well everything else. Jesse, I'm sure the council had access to all the past info on battles and holocrons and high-level secret info. That's how the total idiot Ki-Adi would know. Ki-Adi is an idiot. That is correct. Ki-Adi is an idiot. But yeah, like Ki-Adi, yeah. If the Sith have been extinct for a millennia, then well, that's the thing. Maybe is there a reason why these Jedi might go off on their own and not report what they're doing to the council or something. Like maybe they're saying, or maybe they do tell the council, "Oh, we're just going to investigate this," and they don't realize it ends up being this big Sith threat, and they never make it back to the council to update them. Oh, like, look at this. Yeah, they have to. They have to do it. They have to be careful with what they do and how they do it, and make sure there's not loopholes where it could be like, "Oh, why didn't he just, you know, um, call back to the Jedi Council and say, hey, look, there's all these Sith around at the moment." Yeah, they have to do it so carefully because that one line in the Phantom Menace. The director gave an interview and said she saved one mini character for season 2. Yeah, then they don't all have to. They might not all have to die, instantly, but by the time the series is over, they have to. They have to make it plausible that all the Jedi have died and there wasn't a way they were able to contact the council or something like that. Like low-level Jedi wouldn't need to know more than basics and general info, but actual details that not have a need to know as someone like Yoda would. Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. But yeah, they just have to be really careful with how they do it. Um, but yeah, no, I'm keen for it. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. It was one of the ones I was super hyped for when they announced all these new series back in like December 2020. Um, Obviously, besides the obvious ones like Kenobi, and Ahsoka, and things like that. Um, but yeah, no, it's got a lot of potential. I just hope it can live up to it, and especially as the seasons go on, like Plagueis, possibly even young Palpatine, depending how far they go. But yeah, there's a lot of potential with this series, a lot. I just yeah hope they do it justice. Hope they honor what George did and don't try and take away from any of that. Um, but yeah, no, I'm hopeful for it. I'm hopeful for it. I'm hopeful. I think is it might be a nice little quick, short and sweet stream today. We broke down the Acolyte trailer. Um, we've broken down the episode of Bad Batch, which was cool. I might start doing that a bit more regularly as well because I won't do like videos like I was doing for the Ahsoka series. Um, I liked doing them initially, and then sort of towards the end, it was felt like a little bit of a drag because I spent like most of my week doing that, and I wasn't able to get other content out. But I wanted to at least finish. I didn't want to stop like halfway through the season. Um, I think I have more fun just breaking them down in a stream or saying like I'll take a few screenshots, explain my thoughts, that sort of thing. So I think I have a bit more fun doing them like that. I'll probably start working on my next video possibly today. I already know what it's going to be. If you watched my last video that wasn't the trailer reaction, you know what it's going to be as well. But it's a really cool story, and I want to tell it. So yeah, this is my Rex helmet. I need a Commander Jesse helmet. I don't know if they're ever going to release a Black Series one. But if they released a Black Series one, I might have to get a custom one. That'd be sick. That would be sick. Commander Jesse with the big Republic logo there. Should I shave my head and get like just a big Republic tattoo? Yeah. I'll go full Commander Jesse. Jedi would feel them die through the Force, but if they investigate, they'd find an accidental explosion or landslide to kill them. No evidence linking Sith. Yeah, it'd be. It's a good point. Thinking how plausible would it be if you said because obviously they did get arrogant. The Order did get very arrogant in denying the return of the Sith. So yeah, like it's possible sin. Like, obviously, you could point to, like, Obi-Wan can sense a planet blowing up. They're on the way to the planet, but Obi-Wan could sense a planet blowing up. Yoda could sense, obviously, during Order 66. But at the time, obviously, Order 66 was like a big shift in the galaxy of power. And they knew about the Return of the Sith, obviously, by then. Yeah, I don't know. It's possible. It's possible. I just want to see Yoda. I need to see Yoda. I just think that'd be so cool. Plo Koon should be around as well. Because, what, he was like 385 or something when he died in Order 66. So he definitely could be around. You have a Cody helmet? Need to see that, Julie. I need to see that Cody helmet. If they do a Black Series Cody, I'll be straight on that. That would be sick. Find a Cody. So I just love it with the visor and that. Yeah, apparently it was like 385. So I had to look the other day to see if, like, because obviously there was a Keldor in the Acolyte trailer. So I just googled his age to see if it was even possible, if what could be him. Yeah, so there's like 385. Let's see if I can find something backing that up. Yeah, it says they're 385. Oh, okay. Well, that's then there's another one from Legends. He's pretty spry for such an old man. Is that Legends though? All the information says he was about 380, 385. There's nothing saying otherwise at the moment. So yeah, that's all we got to go off at the moment. So yeah. Interesting. I think that about wraps it up for us, does it? Is there anything else we should talk about? It's almost as old as me. Then I'm sure you're young. I'm sure you're very young. You too, Sin. You have a lovely day. You have a lovely, lovely Saturday night over there for you guys, isn't it? Appreciate you guys coming through. It was a short and sweet one today. There was a bit that happened, but at the same time there wasn't. Like, we could sort of break it down, and that's that. Oh, you sent me a pic? Awesome. Let me have a look at this real quick. 8 p.m. Saturday night. Let's have a look at this helmet first before we call it. Oh, you've got a Jesse one as well? Let's see the big Vader Funko Pop. That Cody helmet is sick. And then I do see you've got the Jesse helmet there as well. That is so cool. That is so cool. Yeah, have a lovely night, you guys. It's early Sunday afternoon over here, so almost end of the weekend for us. But yeah, you guys have a lovely weekend. And until next time, may the force be with you. Always.